Okay, I'm back again with another quick review. This time on the Rayovac SE4W3C. This is their Sportsman Xtreme 4-watt flashlight. Takes 3 C-cell batteries, and it has a Cree 7090 LED in it, which gives you about 100,000 hours worth of usable life. That's double of what a normal LED will give you, which is about 50,000 hours. So this is intended for camping, outdoors, fishing. If you drive an RV, this will be good. It can also be used around the house, during a power outage, or maybe you're doing some type of home repair. It can also be used in the car. If you break down the side of the road, it's a pretty bright light. You can use it for signaling and everything else. It's pretty nice. As you can see, it has a anodized aluminum body. It is titanium in color, sort of that darker look to it. Has a rubberized grip, as you can see here. The grip is removable if you just want a straight aluminum flashlight, but it does give you a lot of traction, so I would keep it on. You also get a little lanyard to wrap around your hand. A little small. I have a hard time getting it on, but I do have pretty fat hands. As far as some of the other specs I can mention, it has an output of 180 lumens for its high mode, since this is a dual mode flashlight, and 75 lumens for its low output. Let me just show you what that looks like. The first thing it starts out with is the lower output, 75 lumens, plenty bright and powerful. The second output is going to be the full 180 lumens. This is a very powerful light. Doesn't have any fancy electronics like any regulation or anything like that, but it still provides a pretty good amount of light for just 3 C-cell batteries. As far as the color tint of the LED, it is a cool white LED, so it's sort of bluish. Really intense hot spot on this thing. I took it outdoors in my backyard, took it out to about 50 to 70 feet, and it still had plenty left to go. It has a really tight hot spot, maximum throwing ability of about 590 feet, so really great for outdoors, like I said. So as far as its water resistance, I believe it has an IPX4 rating, which means you can't submerge it. Probably means that, if you accidentally drop it in a puddle of water or something like that while carrying it, it will work fine, but I wouldn't take this underwater since it does have that IPX4 rating. As far as the price, this is normally a $40 light, but I have seen it on sale in stores and online. Right now on Amazon, it's running about $27, about 30 something on most other websites. As far as the dimensions and the weight, it's 9.7 inches tall, so pretty tall. Definitely not an EDC light, not something you would keep in your pocket. It's 1.7 inches wide at the head. Pretty small compared to a mag light, I guess, a 3 D-cell mag light. As far as the weight, tested it with my scale with the 3 rechargeable batteries that are in it. It comes in at just about 1 pound, so it's a little heavy, but again, this is not made to be carried. So let me just give you a quick takedown of the light. You can take it down at the head as well as the tail section here. Everything's nice and lubricated, so you can see the O-ring, and there's plenty of lube on the threads, which I like, so you don't get any squeaking or anything like that. Stainless steel spring. Again, I'm using rechargeable batteries. I'm using Rayovac Platinum Hybrid rechargeable batteries. They're 3 amp hours. My run times are a little bit different than what you'll actually get, since these are somewhat small capacity. Normally a C-cell battery, an alkaline one, will hold about 5 amp hours or more. So I got a little bit reduced run time, but that's what you get with hybrid batteries, since they are made to hold their life a little bit longer instead of have higher capacity. Anyway, let's look in the light. We have, not too sure, I think that's a plastic sleeve, and then we have the stainless steel positive contact. I could be wrong, that could be aluminum, but it sort of looks like plastic to me. As to take off the head. You can remove the head in two sections to expose the optics. Again, pretty nice lubrication on the threads. We have another O-ring. There is the LED. Again, it's a Cree 7090 with a cool white tint. Here's a look at the optics. This actually doesn't use a reflector. This actually uses optics, which I'm surprised about. I thought it was a reflector, but it's not. You can see it has sort of a magnification thing going on. Plastic lens holds up well to scratches. I have left this in the car, you know, going through traffic, stop and go. It's rolled around and it doesn't seem to be scratched, but you do have the aluminum bezel, which is sort of raised to protect it just in case it does. One thing I like about the light is that it does tail stand, so if you want to use this for a camping or emergency light, you know, it can fill up a tent or a room. And since it's an LED, you don't have to worry about a bulb breaker or anything like that. Lights up an entire room when you tail stand it. Even though the lanyard is there, it doesn't really mess with the stability. Still works pretty good. And of course you have those dual outputs. So as far as the run times, again, I'm using the lower capacity rechargeable one. So instead of getting the stock 22 hours that's rated by the ANSI standard, I ended up with 14 hours total light. And of the 14 hours, 10 hours was pretty bright usable light, which is really good. I think it provided about 8 hours worth of constant light where it was near full brightness, and all of this was done in the 180 lumen mode. As far as the 75 lumens, still plenty bright. You will get up to 60 hours worth of runtime out of this guy. So it's a pretty powerful and long-lasting light. Definitely something that's good for camping and outdoors and around the house for emergencies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little review and lighting demo on the Rayovac Sportsman Xtreme SE4W3C. Thanks again for watching. Peace.